There's still no sign of that DX19. Hi everyone, you're very welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus on this kind of unusual, very out of character and out with the tone of the channel live stream. It's I think it's episode 14 of the Focus. These live streams obviously are ones where I jump on from time to usually discuss, the things we love, pop culture, films, movies, whether it's comic books, but particularly 1/6 scale collecting and all things that encompass and come with that. So this one is a story. And we're going to get right into that after I address some of these chats, because I see 34 people. 1 second. 34 people. Thank you. All right, folks, we're going to address some of those chats. So we have, all right, get all these things organized. So I got my banners going, and I need to get a few bits and pieces going here. Where are we? We got the background on, and we got the very low bit of chilled background music. Okay. For the comments. Stephen, how are you? Thank you for being here. You'll be first in. Fan, how are you? Interesting. Says, let us see on an episode of Visions recently. W on the line. I'll tell the reveal. Do you mean? So we have no snow here, or Susan. Good for health. William Owens. Mike with the exclamation marks. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Or an offer that I can refuse. Boba Fettuccini. Aaron, the clone collector. Boba says he can't wait for this one. Obviously, we have William and Mike. We have Martin G. Looks like Toys Nightmareland. Hope they deliver my Jokers without any funny stuff. You get on to CS at toyswonderland.com. That's customer services. Deadpool Red Suit, how are you? Toys Wonderland for the win. Just call Justin, he's sorted out. No, I'm pretty sure he's busy with his own channel. I don't know the guy. I am a subscriber. I do watch his material, but that is, I wouldn't bother him with this kind of stuff. Well able to work things out for myself like that. Is this not playing for everyone else, or is my app just bugging? No, I was a little bit late. So Seifel says, here we go. So I make sure everything is set up here correctly. I think we're all right. Okay. Sorry, the music went way too loud. I'm just adjusting levels here. Just let me know if my voice is loud enough and over the music, because obviously that's what we want to do. Part 2 already. Not necessarily part 2. I'm going to be really honest and really transparent on this. I think I can stop saying that. But Tiria, how are you doing? Christian Lopez. We have Boba Fettuccini. We have Mario, how are you? El Profesoro. LWO, folks, check it out. If you haven't been checking it out, you're doing it wrong. Anthony Wagstaff is here. Hi, Anthony, how are you? Universal Key is here. Dave Owens is here. MOE Collection. Bob Dillon, I salute you. Scott McDowell. UK Sit. Aaron Logan. Lear Dad Life, thank you very much. Lion Rock Toys. Now, here's a company I can get on board with. Oh, God. Where do we say? Look, I'm going to keep this really short, folks. I've used Lion Rock Toys once before. I made a review in the Transport Trooper. We were messaging on Instagram. I'd heard really good things about them from two very prominent members, pillars of the collecting community, who I have a lot of respect for because they're just nice people and they know their stuff. And yeah, basically I wanted a transport trooper, I came to them with the best price because as you know, if you've been following the channel, I go from company to company to company, cross-comparing the price of the item with the shipping, and then if I'm going to get stung for customs or not. And I found the cheapest price, and I brought it to Lion Rock Toys. We've been talking for a while, and I said, if you can beat this price, I'll make the review for you. I'm going to buy the transport trooper anyway. I like it. And yeah, sure enough, they shipped it to me. No problems. Really good customer service. Yeah, they have a nice new fancy website as well, and all the shipping charges worldwide are included and stuff like that. And yeah, so I was happy with my experience. They did give me it a bit cheaper for making the video, but that's par for the course. I'm doing the work, they're getting free advertising, I'm getting a cheaper figure. Everyone wins. But I'm happy enough to do it because they're a company I could definitely get behind. I have no contract. I'm no it's an oral agreement. That's the way I like to do things, because I don't want to be loyal to any particular company. But I had a damn good experience with Lion Rock Toys. El Profesoro. Mario, feel free, like I did send a link to a few people, and feel free to, if you want to come in at some point. Winman42, good afternoon to you. Lion Rock Toys back again, 5 a.m. in Hong Kong. Muffled sound. I think I'm okay here. Maybe it's just you. Let me know if you can hear me properly, folks. That is important. Anthony Wagstaff, the guy who smitted Toys Wonderland with one foul email bosh. Look, it's yeah, stick around. The story's good. Still waiting for my Mark V. Man, need to email them again. Let them know you're not going away. Let them know that basically you expect customer service or some level. Oliver Pilgrim, what's good, everyone? Oliver Pilgrim, great to see you. Ancient Silver Fox, I'm still waiting for Nightmare Batman and Superman from TW. I'm going to get into that a bit, folks, because like I've never been shy about saying that I do buy from them, and I know that they're slow and all the stuff we will probably get into, but I'm not going to bash them. I'm still not going to bash them. It's not what I want for my channel. I'm just going to go through the pros and cons. In this case, there are more cons, but it's just an interesting story, I suppose. All the horror stories, I'll steer clear of TW. Yep, completely up to you, man. At the end of the day, the only person who's going to go to work to make money for you is you. You should be the judge of who you want to spend your money with. I completely respect that. I just ordered a time sorcerer from Lion Rock Toys. Thanks, guys. Lion Rock Toys getting the shout out. Hey, Lion Rock Toys, if you get X2Y plant controller for pre-order or in stock, I'd rather get it from you than TW. Yeah, look, contact them directly. It was muffled somewhat, but it's fixed now. Yeah, I think I possibly I think I messed around with the levels by accident, but I sorted. Stefan here again. Women42. Sound came back after a few seconds. Good stuff. Just pre-ordered Miles Spider-Verse. This is a late bloomer. El Profesoro. Mario, if I wasn't stuck at work, I would join. No problem, man. Thanks, mate. No problem at all. Okay, it's again, I have no problem. I'm, you know, I'll always go around and find the best price, but then I'll come to you, and if you can beat it, then we can. If you give me a good price, then we'll make a video for it. I've actually ordered the Mark III, the Vader Kenobi, and the Toby from Lion Rock Toys. Again, same thing. Shopped around, found the best price, came to them, and they gave me a better price. So obviously, I'm making a video. Full disclosure, you're not going to get the exact same price, because like I'm getting a better price because I'm making a video, because I'm doing some work, and I think that's fair. But the customer service is good. Feezy's Figures, all right, crew, gather around, it's story time, something like that. Get the popcorn out, get a beer out, get some crisps out, or you call them chips in America. Snow is here. Focus, message you at your convenience. I'm going to check it now. And really briefly, sorry folks, give me 1 second before we get into this. All right. Cool, Stefan. I have to get up work early in the morning, but I'll see how I feel after the stream. But I do appreciate that, man. Much respect. Yeah, cool. And Riley as well might be in later on. So a few people might be coming through here, folks. Okay, right. So we're going to get started. 50 people in the chat. I really would appreciate if you'd hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. Only if you appreciate the content. Okay, this is a bit unusual for me. I don't tend to do these type of things, but yeah, look, we'll get started. All right. So where are my slides? Okay, so as usual, I'm going to outline what you can expect in this live stream. I'd imagine we're going to go for at least 90 minutes. In total, we might go for 2 hours. So it's basically 17 minutes past 10 p.m. here in Ireland. And I'm probably going to go to 11:30 my time. So that puts us about an hour and 13 minutes, or maybe we'll go all the way to midnight here, being an hour and 43. Right. So I'm going to outline the new videos on my channel, what's actually been posted. I'm going to outline some of the live streams that are up there recently, some episodes of Visions. And then I'm also going to outline some upcoming episodes of Visions. I haven't been locked down yet, but I'll do my best. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around. As usual, just want to explain that I am donating every single cent of my monetization, any ad revenue, which is, let's face it, folks, it's not that much. Any super chats, super thanks, super likes, super stickers, whatever they're. Basically, all the ad revenue that I get given after YouTube and Google takes its like 40% cut or whatever, I'm forfeiting that. And from the day I got the first super chat, which is very conveniently August 1st, to the last super chat of this year, wherever that is, basically all the revenue from August 1st, 2022 of this year to until the 31st of December this year. In January, I'm going to add it all up, and I'm going to make a donation to there's two children's hospitals here. There's Temple Street, it's like our national children's hospital, and then there's another Crumlin as well. So I'm going to decide which one. So I'm forfeiting all of that, and we as a community might be able to raise some money really quickly. This might take a minute or two, but really quickly, these are the people that have super chatted so far, and the revenue when YouTube takes its cut in January, I'll add it all up, and I will tell you how much we've raised as a community and how much the donation will be to Temple Street Children's Hospital in Dublin. That's the one I'm leaning towards. So, X-Man Supreme, Jonathan King, Dan Dude, Riley Reviews, OG Fan, when Star Wars Fan was just Star Wars, Philip the Fool, Andrew Gibo, or Gibo, Ryan Smith, 16 Fix, that's Marco and Gigi, Essalora, it's Popsick, Jonathan King again, Stewie's Bandolier, Noni M, Figurassic Park, The Empire Strikes Again, Dan Dude again, The Ben Thomas Show, Aaron Logan, Be Real, Dan Dude, Clone Collector, Tremble, Dust, Oliver Pilgrim, Dan Dude again, Jonathan King again, Boba Fettuccini again, Funky Cone, Sanda, Keith, the 6 Scale Padawan, Andreas B, and Brandon Salad. Thank you very much, and all of that, like I said, minus the YouTube cut or whatever, is all going to go to Temple Street Children's Hospital. That is the plan. 58 people in chat. Thank you very much for being here. If you haven't already subscribed, out of all the watch time on my channel so far, 60.7% of the watch time comes from subscribers. Very, very happy with that stat. Very, very happy with that. And that's down to people taking time to watch the videos, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment. All those things make a massive, they are a boost for a content creator. And it does keep you going. I do it because I love it. If there was like 3 people in the chat, I'd still be doing it, but I really do appreciate it. And again, if you don't want to miss the videos, because I know a lot of people really like the videos, the notification, just turn on the set your bell notification, turn on your bell notification, and set it to all, so you never miss a video. Mario says, gonna have to check out Lion Rock Toys when I get a chance. Yeah, I definitely do. Chapter 2, yeah. Man, what? I love that handle, that's funny. Appreciate your donation. Well, technically it's the community's donation, but I hear you, I get you mean. Look, it's I've been fortunate enough in the last few years, and not everyone has been. At the end of the day, that's just a small little thing to give back. So we're going to move on. Sorry, I had to. I have a sense of humor, folks. I have a sense of humor. So with all the thought about in art, I made the most obvious silly joke and wrote out art. But if you look at it, it literally says on the thumbnail, warning, this thumbnail is, I think people did not actually watch the video and just commented on based on the thumbnail, because there was a few salty comments, but it was quite funny. To synopsis the video, I liked the movie. Probably not enough to get the in-art thing, but I have the Hot Toys set on the way. That's the one with the bass and the bat signal, the full complete set. That's what I've got. So with the in-art, what I said basically was the rooted hair sculpt on the Batman suit looks fantastic. It looks hyper real. I might even change my mind to pick one up, but I don't think I will. I have no interest in the two Bruce Wayne. Don't interest in the Bruce Waynes and the Batsiggles, because I just don't. So yeah, it's look, just to give my thoughts about the in-art Batman, but I think everyone's pretty much in-arted out at the moment. There's been a lot of chat about it, but I think I like to see the community excited. People messaged me on Instagram. You know who you are. I'm not going to out you on the chat because I quite like you. People said I misspelled it. It was actually just a play on the word Reva, or the name Reva. I know some people say Reva. I would pronounce it Reva. And I just said Neva, as in, is she ever going to come? Because obviously this is a pre-order preview based on your man, the Grand Inquisitor. Cheers. Mike says he's out, and says he's just messing. That's okay. And then obviously the one from last night, which at the moment it's not my best performing video, but it's doing well for my relatively small channel. Look, thumbnail, having a bit of fun with the thumbnail, like, because look, you have to have a sense of humor. So I suppose we'll start, but before we start, could you just to keep things, hi Julie, how are you? Just getting off work, hope all's well. All's good, Julie, man. How are you? I just want to keep this for a strange stream. I do want to keep it positive and lighthearted and throw in a bit of humor maybe, but I'm going to call it like it is. So what I want you to do is just say the name of the company, type into the chat box a name of a company that you've had a good customer service experience with. I don't need to know the context. I don't need to know the story. You can tell the story if you want, but if you want to put into the chat box the name of the company, or maybe if you want a summary of a good customer service experience you had with any company. So we'll keep it positive at the start. So if you want to just pop them in. Shiny says they're such wacky weirdos. I can't wait to hear what they're gonna do next. Look, it's we'll get into it. I don't know how everyone feels about third-party figs, but just got the War Story Clown Queen today, and I love her. Good stuff, Dave. I'm glad you're happy. Small channel focus. Didn't TW say they were largest channel? I think that could be a language barrier. I can't read that out, Bob. Mercari. Sideshow. I would agree. If I know they're a bit under they're in the crosshairs at the moment, but for the shiny clone thing, I didn't order them, so I don't have that issue. But yeah, I think they're in the crosshairs at the moment a little bit with some collectors. But I have had good customer service experiences with Sideshow in the past when things didn't arrive perfect and they sorted it. So yeah, I have to hand them that. Pedro Sideshow as well. Yeah, we're trying to go for 6 scale retailers, distributors, whatever you want to call them. Another one for Sideshow. Yeah, I think that'll be fair enough. Aaron, how are you, Aaron? The Clone Collector, Pop Collectibles. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. Got excellent customer service from True Stone Music in Santa Monica. An excellent guitar shop. Good stuff. Yeah. You didn't specify 1/6 companies, but we can talk Bison later. That's funny. 1/6 Kit and KG Hobby. Good stuff. Nick's Collectibles coming in a bit late now. We're only kind of getting started, man. The story hasn't even started yet. Sideshow replaced a broken rifle without any issues. Yeah, their replacement service, that's where my customer service stories from Sideshow come into play. Yeah, a lot of 1/6 kit and a lot of Sideshow. It's great to see this stuff. They are great. This is the whole point. There are great, whatever you want to call them, distributors, retailers, resellers, whatever out there. Great service of time, kept the figure aside to me, allowed me to pay it off. Toys Wonderland might be just me, but almost always nice, helpful, and shipping quotes, and no issues so far. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. I actually have one or two good stories about, besides the cheap prices, I do have one or two good stories about Toys Wonderland where, you know, they made a mistake and they rectified it. So, like, you know, I'll call it like it is. A hidden gem is IKEA Hobbies. They long sold out stuff sometimes for less than retail. Okay, good stuff. Mo Collection Sideshow 1/6 kit and KG Hobby. Good stuff. So my point is, there's some great retailers, distributors, and resellers out there. So we'll start off on that positive. So the next thing I want to ask you before we dive into this, and I have I'm going to outline everything in detail. Could you please in the chat give me a thumbs up if you watched the video, the thumbnail, the video on screen at the moment, the one where I'm wearing the mask or the PNG is on my face, the one entitled Toys Wonderland made me an offer. If you've watched that video, could you please give us a thumbs up in the chat? So if you've watched the video, the one with the thumbnail up here, just give us a thumbs up in the chat. Nick Carmen, honestly, I've always had good experience with Sideshow. Okay, yeah, good. I wrote TW a strongly worded email saying my in-stock figure hasn't shipped in over a month. These are the things they need to sort. You're going to find this very interesting, Mr. Nick Carmen. Dave Owens, I changed my address on a Sideshow pre-order and suddenly my shipping was $30. I talked to the rep in the chat and they offered me to return my deposit if I wanted to cancel the order. So that good or bad? Man, I take $30 shipping any day of the week from America. Standard 6-scale figure for me is $50 to ship. It used to be $40, but then like with inflation and stuff like that, that Sideshow Luke over my shoulder there, $48, $49, basically $50 to ship. So standard 6-scale figure, $50 to ship, and that does include the 30% custom charge I'm going to get when it goes over the Irish border. Dave owns, but like, yeah, $30 more, that makes more sense. Yeah. So Dave has watched it, Mike has watched it, Jonathan's watched it. I do appreciate this as well, thank you. Julie has watched it, Feezy, Nick Carmen. So 2 types of Nick, H and Silver Fox, thank you, appreciate that. Aaron, Bob, Lion Rock Toys, good stuff. You got the mention in there as yeah, look, you know what you got to mention. Man, what? Shiny Oliver Pilgrim. Man, I really do appreciate this, folks, that you've actually taken the time out of your days to watch not only this live stream, but the video. We have 69 people in the chat. Bob Dylan, anyone? No? Just gonna leave that out there. William Owens, Pedro, What's Up Collectors, Sideshow, impeccable customer services. A lot of Sideshow, yeah, thank you, Big Dog Pound. And thanks for being here as well. Scott, Mo, really I'm appreciating and humbled by the people that have watched that video. Excellent. So I think isn't it weird that the Mark 46 and new Endgame cap are being marketed TW even though it was limited? Their number one supporter hasn't even reviewed them yet. And yep, 69 nice people. Okay, right. Okay, here we go. All right. So this episode number 22, featuring this is Visions. Every single episode I sit down with a different member of the collecting community and discuss the past, the present, and the future of their collecting journey. Episode 22, featured Chris Leddy from the 6-Scale Scavengers. 2023, the posing ninja himself, Peter Ton, absolute gentleman. Chris, and like just anyone I've had on Vision so far has been an extremely nice person. Visions with Stefan or S-Beam, another legend and a very talented sculptor, basically an artist. And Nick, another artist, and he actually he designs logos. I presume he designed his own. He designed the latest one for Leia, the 1/6-scale man. I don't want to say anything yet, but I had a short Instagram exchange with a content creator who I have a lot of respect for today, and I'm a big fan of this person's channel. And I shot them a message a while ago and didn't hear anything back, but they got on to me today and said, look, sorry, I just only seen this. I went into my requests inbox, and yeah, I'd love to do an episode of Vision. So not going to say who it is, but it's a big content creator, and I'm a big fan of their work. So that'll be upcoming Visions. We ready, folks? Just put like some sort of an animal, just humor me. Put an animal emoji in the chat if you're ready, and then we will get started. I know I'm building up to this. I know exactly what I'm doing, folks. I know exactly what I'm doing. Let's get a few animal emojis, emojis there. Okay. All right. So I think people are ready. Yeah. Look, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Yeah, we are ready to go. So we have, yeah, so we got some sort of a gorilla, a bunny. We've got, what is that? That's William Owens with the, it looks like a little sort of a bear or a cub. We got some camels. Camels, I used to live in the United Arab Emirates, so seen a lot of camels. Yeah, John King with some sort of cat. If that is a lion. Sorry, these emojis are really small on my screen. I have no idea what that is. A flamingo. I like the way everyone's using different. I actually like the fact that you actually did it, folks. Shout out to you, 62 people in the chat. Man, what with a T-Rex. T-Rex is just hilarious. You have another camel, a human. Yeah, it counts. It's an animal. We have a duck. It looks like a brontosaurus. Some sort of a little. God, is that like a possum or something? It's tiny. I can't really see. Everyone's going to make an effort to use different ones. Good stuff. All right, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're totally good. All right, so I'm going to start. The story has 4 parts. Part 1 is just called The Story, as in an Instagram story. Part 2 is called what is part 2? Part 2 is the DM. Part 3 is called the response, and then part 4 is called the phone call. All right. So just in case anyone hasn't actually watched the video, because I'm sure there's people in the chat who haven't actually watched the video that I put up last night. This is the story. I have never been shy about saying that I buy from Toys Wonderland. They're not perfect. I do not endorse them. I do not tell people to buy from them. Because at the end of the day, there's only one person that can tell you or advise you where you should or shouldn't buy from, and that is you. You are the one that gets up in the morning, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, maybe on the weekends to go to work. You are the one who has to pay your bills. You are the one who has to look after your family. You are the one who has to sort through NRDs. You are the one who has to find those coupons to get those cheap deals. You are the one who has to put a savings account together. You are the one who has to, hide the figures from your wife and tell them that you won them in a competition. So therefore, you are the only person that is able to tell you what you should and shouldn't buy from. I just outline my experiences as fairly as I can, and I don't want the channel to be negative. It's just not something I want to do. It's not enjoyable for me, and I wouldn't watch content that's constantly negative. It's draining. There's enough of that out there. So I do buy from them. And even after this experience, I'll probably still keep buying from them in certain situations. Now, here's the caveat on that. I know their customer service is slow. I also know that their shipping charges are too expensive. I also know that they issue tracking numbers and it doesn't move for a week or two. I also know if you pay 3 to 5 day DHL shipping and it's like $70 to Ireland, you're going to get it in 10, maybe 2 weeks after it ships. I also know that sometimes they do shady stuff like send you an email saying Tumblr free worldwide shipping, but then when you go to the site, there is no free worldwide shipping. That's exactly what I said to the guy on the phone last night. Why do I keep buying from them so? Because I've yet to order. Number one, when I do the maths and cross-check the price of the piece I'm looking for, factor in their silly shipping costs and the custom charges, because I'm living in Ireland and I do get charged import charges at Toys Wonderland, where a lot of people in England have told me they don't. And maybe that's a Brexit thing, because Ireland is part of the EU and operates on one set of rules, and England operates on a different set. So I have to factor that in. So that's why I buy from different people. They're not always the cheapest. They're definitely not always the cheapest. And obviously recently I'm moving towards Lion Rock Toys because they're offering me better deals, and I like their customer service, and I like every time I message them, they're very polite. The person I messaged from my contact in Lion Rock Toys. So my point is, when you make an order from them, I make an order from them, I know what I'm signing up for. So if my order doesn't arrive on time, I'm not going to go onto a Facebook group and complain. I'm not going to go on to a live stream and complain. I'm just going to email cs@toyswonderland.com, customer service @toyswonderland.com. If you see a crime in the street, you're not going to go onto Facebook and go, someone's being murdered. You're going to contact the police. You're going to call the guards, the police, the whatever the law enforcement is in your area, because that is the logical right thing to do that will actually potentially help that person or whatever. So I ordered the DX19. I have one right here on the back pod. The other one was part of a big order I put in with Toys Wonderland. I had a 20% off coupon and I saved it for a special occasion. There's no point in using a 20% discount coupon buying a trooper, because that doesn't make sense. So I waited until I found a few orders I wanted to get. Those were DX19 Batpod, Ahsoka Tano with Grogu from the Mandalorian show, and the Boba Roba 2-pack over there. The Batpod is here, the Boba Roba 2-pack is here. DX19 was part of that order and hadn't shipped, and obviously Ahsoka is not out yet, so yeah. It was a later batch. It was definitely a later batch. It wasn't first batch. However, I ordered the DX19 here next to me after I ordered the one with Toys Wonderland, and I ordered the one that's here now with Toys Buying Agent. Second batch. It's here. You see my point? So I email customer service. It gets pushed back a few months, and I'm like, look, there's a lot going on in the world. I completely understand. There are bigger things going on in the world, and I'm grateful for everything that I have here. So I emailed customer service, and the first time I was kind of polite. I'm kind of saying, look, this is my order number. This DX19 is part of that order number. It's part of a bigger order. I paid for everything on that order. I paid for shipping. I'm talking like, oh my God, like it was paid off last year, because I think I ordered that nearly 2 years ago, all that big batch. Whenever all those items dropped, I think it might have been early 2021. So it was well paid off before 2021 even ended. So the initial date was supposed to be like June or something. Then it was July, and I kept getting these emails, and eventually they pushed August, and I said no. I said, no. This is my order number. I've ordered the DX19. You have repeatedly pushed it back. I've ordered one from Toys Buying Agent and received it. It was second batch there. Why haven't you shipped it? It's not good enough. So I went through the proper channels multiple times to no avail, had no success. So I tagged him on a story, and that was about 6 weeks ago. So let's have a look at the story. The date is clearly there, 15th July. Now I'm going to keep myself honest here. Let's do this fairly and honestly. 15th of July. Right, so the 15th of July was a Friday. So that would be 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3, 4, 5. This Friday would be 6 weeks. So it's 5.5 weeks ago. I get a response, and actually, when did I get a response? Oh, that works out perfect. I got a response last Friday, so it was exactly 5 weeks to the day. So let's take a look at this. Here's my actual email. This is my actual email screenshot. The only thing removed is the order number for obvious reasons. Where is my DX19? Look, there might be a language barrier, so I'm very blunt and to the point. It was part of order, blah, 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 the same order number up here. I have paid for it, fact. I paid for shipping, another fact. Ship my DX19, please. Now, I went a bit Mike Fayella. You won't mind, Mike. I kind of stole your thing. I wrote it in block capitals with a few exclamation marks because that usually conveys some sort of emotion. I know your emotions are all really, really happy to be here when you put that in, but I kind of stole your thing, and because this wasn't my first email to them. And I just know you have to go through the proper channels. No point in me going on and just ranting about it. So I did tag them. I screenshotted it. I obviously blocked out the order number. I tagged them and just hashtag hot toys, and then a few people here that I shared it with, some of my content creator friends. And this here, dealing with the Devil's Workshop, obviously the nickname which I coined. I'm very proud of that. I'm glad that's stuck. I think it was on Collector's Lounge, but I was the first person to say it. Lesson 101. Don't post on Facebook groups. Email cs@toyswonderland.com directly. Be direct, concise, and to the point. I also explained in the phone call last night that I received that I explained I did that, and I actually didn't go to Facebook. I didn't go straight to YouTube. I didn't go onto a forum. I didn't go to Reddit or whatever. I went straight to you, and when I wasn't happy with it, then and only then did I tag you, and I did say, look, this is the way to do it. You contact it straight to them. So, and I outlined that to them. That's part one of the story. Okay, I'm going to address the chats really quickly. So Scott has the popcorn out. I hope you're enjoying this. Is anyone actually having a beer watching this? I'd love the thought of someone like, I watch a lot of streams on Apple TV and I sit down and chill out. Like, so I'd love the thought of someone just chilling out after a hard day's work. You're probably working if you're West Coast of America, but he's saying Toys Wonderland is mid. I love the way Riley and KG and Next Collectibles are teaching me the way of the youth. Bob Dylan says no cap. I presume, is that in reference to maybe they're not selling to the caps I was using, or no cap as in the Captain America stealth suit? T-dubs don't have it. Mike Fayella, move was the right choice. Yeah. Way to go, 1-6-figure focus. I'm honored. Look, man, you're here, and you know, I want to meet some of you people in real life. Anyone going to Celebration in London? I have ticket for Friday. I'm looking for a Saturday ticket. So they're going to 72 people. I have never, ever had 72 in a live stream. I really do appreciate that. So they're going to send 9 1/2 DX02s. Oh my God, the DX02. God, no. I'm eating pork chops. Brilliant. I'm at work, or I would love a beer. Brilliant. And I love this. That's hilarious. You mean Toys Wonderland do not slap? That is funny. I'm drinking a pint of tea. A pint of tea sounds great. Does count. Lion Rock Toys, having a beer. Good stuff. I like the way Lion Rock Toys here. Got a good kind of little mutual partnership going on here. I'm a bartender watching on phone, so slow day. Man, good stuff. Cheers to you. No cap is another youth term. Explain. You're going to have to explain youth. Come on. All right. No cap equals no lie. Right. I wonder where the origin is that is. And explain. No cap. How does that mean no lie? I understand. Okay, it means no lie, but I don't know. How did that originate? Same thing happened to me with Battle Damage 85. Kept delaying it. I kept contacting them. I demanded a full refund with the caps, mind you, and not stored crap. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Just say no to the refund, man. Say, look, I'll do a chargeback if you don't refund me. Yeah, definitely. And okay, good stuff. And Aaron, I believe you're going to Star Wars Celebration. That is part 1 of the story. Contacted customer service, wasn't happy, tagged them. That was 5 weeks ago. Part 2, the DM. Nick says, here is it in sentence. Why are you capping, bro? No cap came from Atlanta, Georgia lingo. Thanks for the education, folks. Right, so part 2, the DM. Sounds so suspect, doesn't it? So, Friday night, I'm wrecked and I'm just exhausted. I had Friday night, I slept like a baby. You know when you have one of those amazing sleeps, like you put your head down the pillow for 10 hours, boom, slept like the dead. But just before I went to check Instagram, get this message, and I was like, what's this? Clicked into it, and it's a generic email from Toys Wonderland. And you know the way if someone responds to your story, you can see what they're responding to. You can see the old story, even though it might have been weeks ago. So you can see my story. It's a generic email saying, hello, welcome. We are a company called Toys Wonderland. Generic. But the message after that says, hello, my name is, insert employee's name here. And you know what? Oh, sorry, the first part was generic. It looked generic, but it had the employee's name in it. It looked generic. It's strange. It looked generic, but yet it had an employee's name in it. So this is the message I got. As you are one of the most famous toy platforms in the world. That has to be a language barrier. We are pleased to invite you as our partner to share and promote our new arrival and best-selling toy products on your social media. We shall offer a special discount offer. I think I'm reading it wrong and it looks like I can't read, but it's just the way it's phrased. We shall offer a special discount offer to you and wish you can share and tag us at a provider. Here is our company website. Never heard of it. Please check it out. And then it says basically on the bottom, we look forward to hearing from you. Yeah, so it's should you have any inquiries, please do not hesitate to contact us. We look forward to hearing from you. Right. So let me get this straight. I email you multiple times about other figures. I just accept, again, my whole thing, if I have a really bad experience with a company, I tend not to go back to them. With Toys Wonderland, I don't really care once I get the figure. But when they crossed the line was this. Instead of just contacting me through customer service, said, yeah, look, we'll get on that. We'll send that on. We'll send it on. They respond to a story from 5 weeks ago and offer me some sort of a partnership. That to me smells like hush money. As in, all right, you've got a YouTube channel. Wasn't that big 5 weeks ago, but now you've got a few other, 100 subs or whatever. So now maybe you have a bit more traction, and they want to kind of quench the little spark before it turns into a fire or something like that. Yeah, so that was a bit, oh, come on, but this is all in the midst of, I didn't really care about any of that kind of stuff a few weeks ago. The little memo to the, no, that wasn't news. Didn't care for that. And even the whole Queen Studio back and forth there was just laughable. But this, and even I don't care if I pay for something and I have to wait an extra 2 months. I'd rather pay $50 or $100 less and wait an extra month or two. Let's face it, we wait 18 months for these things. Why not? I'm going to address the chat before I go on to part 3. Yeah, so I got that. Press in the chat. Snoo, let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. I presume snow would have a W. You see snow. So snoo, the honesty from your videos is awesome. I do appreciate that. I think Joao Big Brother, when he came on Visions, he I would agree that honesty is so important. not even as a content creator, just as a human, but I wouldn't do this if I didn't enjoy it. You know, I love editing videos. Like I've said it before, I love collecting. Even if long before I'd be collecting, if I'm collecting before the channel, I'd be collecting long after it finishes. I love taking photos and posing up the collection. I love like when I find a new display option and changing something in the collection room. But I really, really like recording at 80 in live stream. Like, remember like a year or two ago, I used to watch Justin, Jetta. I still watch Justin and Jetta. Lael, Will Fox Vacation, you know, Dante. I've watched them all, you know, and I used to kind of really enjoy it. And the 6-scale scavengers, and I was always loving it. It's like, I'd love if I could do that. I'd love to just be a guest, even just once. Like, so having like 80 people, 82, having people watch in the chat is just, it is just amazing, and I really do appreciate that. So the honesty thing, like, yeah, look, the honesty thing is going to stay. Like, it's just the way it has to be. I appreciate that comment though. In my youth, when I heard their cap and you lay low and run the other way, Mario, man, it's just the way you tell them. That is dark, but very funny. Every stream we will teach you new slang term. Good stuff. Yeah, cool. Then I'll be hip to the max. That was pretty much a 90s reference. I say no one says that. Especially in New Orleans, where I'm from around. Bob Dylan. I have an image from The Big Lebowski. Masked character holds up a knife to your figure. Pay or we F it up. Yeah. One of my friends, Ben, the attention-seeking geek guy, was sending him a DM the other day. We were chatting back and forth, and it was like 2 weeks ago, and I swore, and he said, Shane, I think that's the only time I've ever heard you swear. I tend not to swear on live streams because I'm a secondary school teacher, a high school chemistry teacher, so you know, I like to keep the videos, you know, just PG-13 kind of thing, like just in case anyone sees them. Like eventually I want to conduct myself properly. Slim Shady, that I'm presuming that's a reference to them being shady. Or they've been using the same format from first one to Justin, maybe, possibly. So you call them the Devil's Workshop and get shocked when they play the shady card. You see, my humor is very dry and tongue-in-cheek, and maybe it's an Irish thing, or maybe it's just me. But like, I will say, like, you know, I've been on panels before where I'm literally only one who would still buy from them, because after doing the maths, they're cheaper. And I have no problem like standing up to people and kind of going, no, look, I still buy from them. You know, that's fine. Like, but I do call them the Devil's Workshop because I know that they're not perfect. So I'm accepting, yeah, I'm going to wait a while on this. The customer service is going to be slow. I'm going to overpay in the shipping, but when it all works out, it'll be cheaper. So yeah, Bob, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's tongue-in-cheek humor. It's the same as some of my my thumbnails. I like to have fun with thumbnails. What can I say? Shane's going to tell his students when they get out of line, I am one of the most... Man, that is funny. No, definitely not. Dave Owens, laugh. Death by Snoo from Futurama. Love that show, Futurama. Savon, how are you? Same, I can wait for something. I only get about 3 figures a year, so there's no rush. Yeah, and look, everyone is so different. Like where you're from, the job you do, like your if you have kids or not, if you have a mortgage or not, like if you're living at home, if you're a student, you know, your job, what you earn, all this kind of stuff, your collecting habits. So you really have to customize your own experience to stay in the game, really, to sustain sustainable collecting. You're the best, Shane. You deserve all the views. Well, I do appreciate that. I'm definitely not the best. Hip to the max. It's kind of me being joking, like no one actually says it. It's kind of like, again, it's humor. I say things really deadpan, but that's just my humor. Shane, how are you? I'm good. I'm having a really enjoying this live stream. I can't believe there's 80 people here. Sorry, I forget, what does mid mean? It means when something's only okay. Nick taught me that. And well, actually KG did, and Nick reinforced it. Oh yeah, I know who Slim Shady is. Come on, I'm not that bad. You're a generous, smart, and genuine guy. Keeping it real goes a long way. I do appreciate that, man. Thank you. You and Jetta don't like to swear on streams, but when it happens, it really catches you off guard. Yeah, there's worse things you can do than sharing, like, or swearing, should I say. Okay. I think we're into part 3. If you're ready for part 3, just type number 3 in the chat. Part 3 is my response. So if you want to continue on, we're all ready, we're comfortable. You might have your beer or your coffee or your water or whatever. My chat's really funny. It's like, it looks like nothing's happened and bang, 10 will just appear at the one time and I'll be behind. Bearded nerdy oaf. And you see, this is what I like about the people in the chat as well. People are like the first video I did on Toys Wonderland, my experience with Toys Wonderland, when I outlined the pros and cons and try to keep it balanced. Like, I like that people have differing opinions, and I completely agree. Bearded nerdy oaf, for some of the savings I make with TW, I'm willing to wait a little longer. Yeah, like I have 12 figures in my collection that I've ordered from them. They all arrived. Some of them were a bit sluggish, and I had to, you know, like, take the cattle prod out to them, and eventually they got there. Like, and you shouldn't have to do that. And that was long before I had a YouTube channel. This is the first kind of YouTube-y interaction I've had them. We have 3. Like the live. Listerine Iron Man. That's funny. 3. Yeah, we're good to go. 3. Number 3. Yeah, Irish people do say 3. I have to really pronounce 3, especially if I'm kind of traveling, because the Americans instantly expect you. They say, hey, say 3. So we got 3. I'm really enunciating 4. We'll get on to the 4. And there's no 5 though. Mal Dutch wants a 5. I hope there's not a 5. But I'll keep you in touch if something else happens. I love the way Mal Dutch just counting now. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Good stuff. Okay, so we've got loads. Lion Rock still here. Good stuff. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with this. And while I'm doing this, could you just maybe let me know if you've ever actually bought from Lion Rock Toys? If you have, just write L or T, Lion Rock Toys, in the chat there. And I'm going to continue on with the story. All right. So part 3 is my response. So I look at this, and the first thing I do is, no, this is a scam, because I do have another channel. I have a channel called Crypt Talk. I'll put it in there. So KRYPTALK. It's a YouTube channel dedicated to Bitcoin. I've actually in the middle of kind of restructuring it. I haven't made a video in a while, but Bitcoin's been very, very slow at the moment. So I've been learning about Bitcoin pretty much since 2015 and investing in it since 2017. There are so many easier ways of making money than flipping hot toys. And yeah, just learn a bit about Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. Never invest any more than you can afford to lose. But if you're interested in learning a bit more about Crypt Talk, it's KRYPTALK. I'm actually thinking about changing the name as well to just the Bitcoin channel or something like that. But yeah, I will be doing more regular videos on that. But yeah, if you want to check it out. I'm not sure how I got onto this. There was a point. It'll come back to me. Sorry, bit of a segue. Oh, sorry. I know exactly how I got onto this. I saw Toys Wonderland's message, and my first instinct was, this is a scam, because scams are rife in the crypto community. The vast majority of cryptocurrencies are actually gonna appear, have their day, and disappear. So your likes of your meme coins, Doge coins, and all that crap, not worth it. But you will hear stories about people who got in at the right time, bought 1 million of them for a tenner, and now they're flying around in private jets and yachts. But they are the exceptions, the outliers. So I immediately, because of I just thought this is a scam. This is a scam. So the first thing I did was I made sure not to click any links and stuff like that, even their own website. I did click into, I looked at the handle, and it's like, I know, Toys Wonderland official or something like that, and I double checked that it was. In fact, I went out to my own personal Instagram, double checked that it was, so it definitely came from them. Plus they replied to my story and they were tagged in. So yeah, it was definitely them. So that was my first thing. Okay, it's not a scam, it's actually them. So then my response was pretty much instantaneous. You can see the end of their message there. These are screenshots from the 16 Figure Focus Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram and you want to check out some of the photography I do, I need to do another batch of photography. But yeah, maybe consider it at 16 Figure Focus. So why would I do that when you can't even ship my DX19? I think that pretty much says it all there, folks. So instead of them spending time to reach out to me via my personal email, like, I don't order things from, my email address is not 16figurefocus@gmail.com. You know, it's my own name and there's something like that. Like, so instead of actually responding to that and trying to sort out my problem, they reach out in this way. So they didn't mention the DX19 that was tagged. They didn't mention the fact that, you know, I just wanted them to ship my DX19. That's all I wanted. I didn't want special treatment. I didn't want an offer. I didn't want a discount. I just wanted the DX19. So they offered me this thing and I say, why would I do that when you can't even ship my DX19? It's supposed to be mine at buy. I buy from you regularly, but find your service extremely slow, your shipping costs too expensive, and when I do pay DHL, you issue tracking numbers for DHL which don't move for days and do not arrive in 3 to 5 days. It's more like 10 days. It's not good enough. That's probably 10 days, like, after they ship a lot of the time. I still buy from you when I have, I'll start that again. I still buy from you when you have exceptionally low prices, and I excuse the overpriced, slow shipping, but I cannot and will not advertise, endorse, partner, recommend, or promote your company. And I never will partner with them. I don't want to have some sort of a deal with them. I don't want any special treatment for them. And as much as over the last few months on live streams, I have said, yeah, I do buy from them, I won't endorse them. So that is crystal clear. I'm going to address the chat there. 350. I don't know what's funny about that, but it is funny. 333. Brilliant. Yeah, I like that. So Pablo has bought from Line Rock Toys. So has a Boba Fettuccine. Crypto. It's with a K. I see what you're doing there, Mario. Haven't bought from them yet, but I've been checking them out. I just wish they had prices in other and UK pound. What I find really helpful for that, Bearded Nerdy Oaf, is the sites that I like. For quick reference, obviously, I just add them to bookmarks across the top of my laptop. But I also add XE currency there as well, so it's just easier to cut and paste things in. It's actually just really handy. Like, you don't have to go like every time looking for a converter. Just put it in a tab. Like, it's really handy. Insane One says hello all, Brian, I believe. I hope I got that name right. T-Dubs is coming out with their own crypto soon. I did see an email from them about a year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago, where they were going to accept Bitcoin, but no chance. Shane shows violence. I love it, Shane. Do you watch MMA? On occasion, I do follow the bigger fights. I should have watched the UFC the other night because I think it was a Rockhold and Costa. I would have liked to have seen that. Man, that would have been yuck. Would have been tough. 16 Figure Focus. It's a South Park reference. Okay. Would you get Mando Luke or Bespin Luke? I like the both of them. Bespin would probably be the choice though for me if I was only getting one. Any experience with Pop Collectibles? No, I've never ordered them. I have my InArt Batman pre-ordered with them. I feel confident, but your thoughts? I honestly am not in a position to make a comment on it because I've never used them personally. And I can't think offhand of my friends who have, but I'm sure there's people in the chat who have. I saw The Mask decided not to watch as is that the movie? It looked crap. I should have read the thumbnail. Oh, right. I saw The Mask decided not to watch as the movie looked crap. Guess I should have read the thumbnail. Not sure what. Yeah, I'm not sure what's that reference to. Disney Books. Mark Pearson. Hey Shane, loving your content. I do appreciate that, Mark. Thank you. The UFC was on fire. Yeah, I need to go back and watch that. It was Luke Rockhold and Costa, wasn't it? And Costa won and Rockhold retired. Was that be right? Let me know if that's right there. Insane one. Okay. Put 4 in the chat. Put 4 in the chat if you want to hear it. This is part 4. The phone call. I presume that's why you're here. Seyful says thanks. Insane one. And then we have, I ordered a J&D Harley from Toys Wonderland and I'm so nervous. Hope it actually gets delivered. Jonathan King says 4. Pablo, we got a lot of 4s here. Okay, I think we're good. Got the Roman numerals. You know it's not Mike if there's no exclamation marks. So it'll be like if the day Mike Fiala leaves a comment and there's no exclamation marks, we know it's multiverse Mike. 4. Yeah, we're good. Spider-Man 4. And 4. All right. Okay. Gonna get a bit comfortable. I think we're all comfortable. Okay, so thanks for staying to the end, folks. 75 people. Really appreciate if you like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. So I make that video that I put up yesterday. I made that during the day before Collector's Lounge. Riley, you're right here first. And let me know if you want to come in or give us a heads up, whatever. Well, you have the link anyway. I'm just about to get into the phone call. I presume, you messaged me on Instagram after the watching the video. I appreciate that, Riley. So you basically know what I just described. I just went into a bit more detail. So 83 people here. Thanks for being here. Part 4, the phone call. Part 4 happened. Technically, it was a prequel. Part 4 happened before the video went live. So I made the video yesterday during the day before Collector's Lounge. Irish time, Collector's Lounge on a Sunday starts at 5 p.m. So it finishes at about 7 p.m. So I made the video. It was all ready to go. It was all I had to do was upload it and do the thumbnails and everything like that. I did Collector's Lounge yesterday, Irish time, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Got a bit of dinner, chilled out a bit. And then I uploaded the video, but it was taking a while. The HD and the copyright checks and all that were taking a bit longer than normal. So I scheduled it for 10 p.m. Irish time. As usual, I took the thumbnail, I put that up in my Instagram story. I copy and pasted the link to that video on my Instagram story. And I tagged a bunch of content creator friends who I was mentioning what had happened. So basically, the likes of Big Bretta, Ben Thomas Show, 16 Fix, Lael the 16 Girl Man. There was Cam's Collection, I believe, as well. Ben Attention Seeking Geek. Reviews with Rich. I think I tagged 6 Scale Reviews, Dan and Dre there as well. And I think I might have tagged Mario as well and Riley KG. I tagged basically a bunch of my friends, because I knew they'd be interested in it. I thought they'd be interested in it. And I pressed the schedule button at shortly before 9 p.m. And then I'm lying on the couch and I'm watching The Boys. So I've clicked the schedule button and uploaded the story just before 9 p.m. Irish time. I can have the laptop open because I still want to see like the progress of these checks, because I didn't want the video to, premiere and then the HD not to be working, because then it's a good quality video. So I wanted it sharp. So I wanted to keep an eye on making sure I didn't have to push the video back to make sure it was uploaded properly. So I'm watching an episode of The Boys. Fantastic. I don't know any spoilers for season 3, and I was watching episode 2 of season 3. Loved season 1 and 2, and I've held off for a while. I was watching that. The video is ready to go at 10 p.m. The episode would finish just before 10 p.m, so I'd have the chance to interact with the chat and stuff like that. So my laptop's open and my phone is there, and I just see up on the laptop, they're both on silent because I'm watching TV, but I just pop up, I see my phone flashes, and I just, at the corner of my eye, I catch my Mac. I have the handoff function, so if the phone rings, because of an iPhone, you can see it pop up in the right top corner of the laptop screen, just says Hong Kong, and it says it has a number. I know I'm kind of slowing things down, folks, but in the chat, who do you think it was? Just pop it into chat. Who do you think it was? This was approximately, I'll tell you exactly when it was. I'll tell you exactly what time. So I'm thinking about halfway through an episode of The Boys it was. It was exactly 9:30 p.m. Irish time. Just going through some of these chats. Who do you think it was? Riley is the GOAT, says man what? Get to part 5 when they showed up at your door and hand delivered it, but accidentally stole all your garden gnomes. The Boys is so good. No, it wasn't Justin. Kaiser Soze, I like that reference. It wasn't JC. No, it wasn't Justin. It wasn't Howard. It wasn't Howard Chan, no. No, it wasn't Justin. Your takeout was ready. No. Yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah. You're gonna like this story, so we have a winner. It was the Devil's Workshop. Breda prank calling. Yeah, it's funny. Could win. So it was a man. He did have an accent. The phone number was from Hong Kong, and it was Philip. He introduced himself as the CE, or I'm not sure it was a CE or CEO. I think it was CE of Toys Wonderland. So I'm like, is this a prank call? Because we get a lot of prank calls in Ireland, but usually they originate from cloned Irish numbers, or sometimes maybe Eastern European numbers or something like that. But yeah, it was a Hong Kong number, and obviously, using the reference number when I Instagrammed back my order number, because after my response they did say, what's your order number, and I sent the order number. So after I sent the order number back, they were able to put 2 and 2 together. Okay, so he's messaging us from 1 6-figure focus on Instagram, but his name is yada yada yada, and because they can trace back the number that I gave him, the product number, the order number, they could trace that back to my account, and obviously my details are there. So yes, there's some irony here. Lion Rock Toys, you're absolutely right. It was Philip. It was a man named Philip. He introduced himself as the CE of Toys Wonderland, and this is like half an hour before the video is due to go live, to premiere. So he introduced himself as Philip. He said, "Hello, my name is Philip. This is Toys Wonderland, and I'm the owner of Toys Wonderland." I said, "Okay, how are you?" And he says, I see on Instagram you have a video to go up." And I said, "Good do." And he said, kind of, why are you putting up this video? And I explained about the DX19, and I explained about how I regularly am on panels where a lot of people in the community are very unhappy with your company. And I explained that I am regularly on panels where, even though it would be easier for me to say, no, I never buy off them, I'm honest, and I say, yeah, I still buy off them because they're cheaper when I still buy off them on occasion when the product I'm looking for happens to be cheaper with them. So I say, while I'm not endorsing your company, I still am very fair with you. And I also made a video a few weeks back saying my experience with Toys Wonderland, and I think I was very fair on that. I didn't bash you, I didn't endorse you. I pointed out that there are savings to be made. However, I pointed out that there are problems as well. And he asked me, in fairness to him now, he did phone me. I appreciate the phone call. Now we're only getting started because the phone call started at 9:30 p.m. and lasted a total of 24 minutes. I'm going to try and keep this a bit positive because it was a very calm conversation between two individuals. I appreciate the fact that he phoned me. I appreciate the fact that he took the time to maybe try and explain why these items hadn't been shipped, which I completely didn't agree with. And he did mention the offer again. So as the conversation went, after introducing himself and telling me who he was, and he was saying that he saw that I had a video going up, so he's phoning me. And I said straight, the only reason that you are phoning me is because I am a content creator. I now have an issue with you. Instead of going to Facebook groups and complaining when I had this issue, or going on a live stream and bashing you, which I don't do, I went straight to your company. And I was dissatisfied on multiple occasions with the level of customer service for this particular item. I have bought from you many times before. I have 12 figures on my shelves now that although I waited for them, I did save money on them. There's no issue there. I get that. But I said, it's not good enough. Your company are very, very slow when it comes to customer service. I said, the shipping costs are extremely overpriced. I said, often I get a tracking number and it doesn't go anywhere, DHL tracking number, and it doesn't go anywhere for days after paying like 70 euro sometimes, for, which is about $70, $70 a month, maybe just under, for 3 to 5 days DHL, and it doesn't arrive in 3 to 5 days. Sometimes I get emails saying, Tumblr, free worldwide shipping. But when I go on to check that, it's suddenly there is no free worldwide shipping option. I said, I'm sorry, Philip, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And I regularly sit on panels. I've never been a sheep. I have a mind of my own. And I will sit on a panel, even if every single other person on the panel is bashing, and I'll keep the head and I'll say, no, I still buy from them, even though they're slow. And even though all those things I just mentioned, they save me money. I don't always buy from them. I go with the cheapest. So he then said, okay, my point was, sorry, I'm trying to remember the conversation as it goes because 24 minutes. On that point, I said, the only reason you're phoning me is because I'm a content creator of a video coming out that you've noticed and you know it's coming out, and you're afraid that it will be negative towards your company. And he said, no, it's not that at all. It's not that at all. And I said, okay, so you're phoning me. Why are you phoning me? He said, because you're dissatisfied with the service, and we want to make sure you what they wanted to fix it basically. And he said, what does he have to do? And I said, well, you could ship the DX19. That's all I want. I don't want an offer. I don't want a discount. I don't want all these things. Like, if you give me those things, I don't want any of those things. I just want you to ship the DX19. And he said, no problem. You have my personal guarantee that it'll be shipped in 48 hours. I said, but that's not good enough, Philip. You're only phoning me now because I have a video coming out which outlines this, what happened over the last weekend that you're now aware of. And I said, do you actually phone all these other people who are having their items delayed and try to make peace with them? Like, and I said, I don't think you do. I think they're fair points. The conversation progressed, and he said, okay, I'm going to ship the DX19 within 48 hours. And I said, okay. And he said, would you not put the video up? Okay. And I said, I'm sorry, Philip, but it's too late. That video is going live. And I shouldn't have to make a video or anything like that to get a phone call or whatever. I didn't want a phone call. Just, this could all been avoided if you had responded back. Conversation progressed, and he said that the next thing after that, I'm trying to think of the next thing after I made that point, he said it was a second batch. And I said, okay, fine. But I ordered a second batch for the DX19 with Toys Buying Agent, and I got it. That figure's been out for months, like. So, why, why don't I have it now? And he said, well, no, we are going to ship it. We will definitely. He said they don't have it in stock. And I kind of said, well, then I don't understand. Are you taking more orders than you can fulfill? And he said, no, we'll have them. They haven't come in yet. And I said, okay. And he said, but we'll send your one. And I said, that's not fair on the thousands of other people out there waiting on all their products. And you're giving personal preference to me. That's not okay. Like, so he did ask, like, he kind of said, he did acknowledge that I was frustrated. He said, like, I understand you're angry. And I said, no, I'm not angry. My tone was the same as I'm talking to you. I said, I'm not angry. I'm frustrated because you're only phoning me because I'm a content creator. You've asked me to take this video down, which hasn't gone live yet, and I'm going ahead with it. And also, the third point was that you're saying it's not in stock, but you're kind of giving me preferential treatment, which is good for me. But what about all the other people? Like, what about all the other collectors in the community? People that watch my videos, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, the people that like all the other content creators, just the regular collectors, like, who are passionate about collecting, like. So that just really didn't sit right with me. But we had, we did have a chat, and in fairness to him, he did mention the offer again. And I said, because it wasn't him who sent me the offer, there was a name in the DM, and I said, do you know that person sent me that offer? And he said, no, I did, yeah. And I kind of said, but sure, I thought you had partners already. And he said, yeah, well, they have different partners all over the world, which I do believe they've another partner in Brazil who has like 800,000 followers or something, subscribers, something like that. Like, so they're obviously building up different partners. I was like, okay, that makes sense, fine. And he in fairness to him, he was very polite. He phoned me, but for the wrong reasons. The DX19, shocker, it has been shipped. I have the tracking. It's there. Now, I wonder, would it actually sit around doing nothing for 10 days? That'll be interesting. Parents going to be here on Friday. So it's shipped today, and it's going to be here on Friday. That would mean it would be within that 3 to 5 day DHL window. Why can't they do that for everyone? Why can't they do that every time I order it? So he was very polite. He spent a lot of time explaining things, which a lot of the reasons I didn't accept. I thought they were more like excuses. He did say, look, do you have more orders with us? And I said, I do. Like, I mean, like, between like all of us here, everyone knows, well, anyone who's been following the channel knows I have the 2-pack rooted in art with Toys Wonderland, bought and paid for, you know? So he said, look, I'm going to personally handle your orders from now on. And I was like, okay, again, that's great for me, but what about the people who order and they don't get preferential treatment? Like, technically, it would be really shady of me to just go, yeah, that's actually a good idea, and say nothing. But I don't need their deal. I don't need their discounts. I don't need any of that stuff. You know, forget, like, I don't want that either. Like, I prefer to go with Lion Rock Toys because, again, people in the community recommend them. People I respect. People have been collecting for a lot longer than I have and know a lot more about collecting than I ever will. And they recommend them, and I respect them, and I checked them out. I did my own research, and I've had good experiences with them. I'd rather recommend them. So, in fairness, yeah, he was polite. He did listen to me. He didn't interrupt me. He did try to give me some explanations, which I wasn't buying. He did say, you know, because of the time difference, the customer service is a bit slow. And I was like, yeah, I accept that. I'm a science teacher. I'm well aware of time zones and the fact that the Earth is round. But I don't think that's a good enough excuse. He said that they were understaffed. And I said, well, you've just introduced yourself as the CEO of Toys Wonderland. Isn't it your job to manage the company and employ more people if you're under pressure? That's a fair point, folks. We just hit 100 in the live stream. I'm sorry, just before I continue on with the story, because believe it or not, there's still more to this phone call. Massive appreciation for anyone who's in the chat right now. Massive appreciate for taking the time out of your day to watch this. Huge appreciation for anyone who's watched any videos, liked any videos, subscribed to the channel, helped me out in any way. Come on live stream, come on an episode of Visions, come on Focus, or come on one of the episodes of Focus, or ask me on the channel. It really is massively, it's humbling. It is genuinely humbling, and really much appreciated. So, yeah, the conversation finished with, he said he was going to personally oversee. He promised the DX19 to be shipped out today, and I said it would, but I wouldn't take down the video. That ship has sailed. I urged him to watch the video. I said, because even though it's a frustrating situation, Philip, I'm not bashing you. I'm just telling you the same stuff that I emailed in my DM on Instagram. I'm explaining very, very fairly and clearly some issues that I've noticed with your company. I'm providing you with constructive criticism. I suggest you watch the video. And he asked me what could we do to improve? And I said, okay, number one, the biggest one is the customer service has to get better. Maybe, I don't know, you employ someone else and there's a 24-hour thing or something like that. I don't know. That's not for me to decide, but the customer service has to be improved. Number two, those shipping charges are ridiculous. They need to be addressed. You need to be offering competitive shipping. Number three, you need to, I said all of them, you need to be, if I get a tracking number, that better be on a port on the way, and it should move, you know, within a few hours, not be stuck there for a few days. That's not good enough. And he did start to explain something about DHL, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to hear that part, because that's between you and DHL. You're advertising at 3 to 5. It's different if you say ship for DHL, but it may take 14 days, but it's $70. That's a different story. I also said that if you offer these deals, the subscription service, people always, you know, obviously if you've ordered from Toys Wonderland, you get those emails with those offers and those sales and everything. I said that if you are offering like a Tumblr worldwide shipping for free, when I click into it and add it to the cart, and when everyone else does it, it should be free shipping. And he listened to, in fairness to the man, he listened to all of this. I'm guessing he did not like what I had to say, but he listened to it all. He listened to the fact that the customer service wasn't up to scratch, that the shipping was overpriced, that the phantom tracking happens, that these offers of free worldwide shipping are simply nothing more than just untrue. And at the end of the call, I said, look, I do appreciate the phone call, but I'm still going to go ahead with the video. I don't want anything to do with that offer. I have that message there just to prove it, just in case anyone. I've shown it up to you. I've no interest in what you're offering. All I want to be done is to be treated with respect and to for you to ship my items, you know, on time. And, you know, I shouldn't have any different treatment just because I tag you in a post or I'm a content creator. That shouldn't make a difference. And he did listen, in fairness to him. He did kind of say, look, we're trying to improve, or we're planning on improving. And well, you know, I kind of said, well, look, I'll keep an eye, but there's nothing that's on you. Yeah, he did say he would personally oversee my pre-orders in future. But look, yeah, that's fine. Like, but I mean, I wouldn't hold my breath on that either. Like, I would suspect that when Ahsoka comes out, or when Inert Joke comes out, I'll be going through the same thing again and say, hey, remember me? Yeah, so I think I've been as honest as I possibly can be. But the phone call, not everyone gets those phone calls. And there are thousands of people who probably are having delayed orders or maybe have issues with them, and they don't get a phone call and that kind of special treatment. And I don't want it. I don't deserve it any more than anyone else. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to address some of these super chats because I've been pretty much talking since Christ was a boy. Okay. TX Boy 210. Bet all those resellers over there can classify themselves as CEOs. Maybe so. I was kind of hoping it was someone calling about your car's extended warranty. Resellers can be CEOs. Got to change my about me on eBay as well. Yeah, look, it's it is a company, and he maybe he did. From what I heard was he said CEO or CE or owner or something like that. He in fairness to the man, I don't speak Chinese, and his English was good. But like, you know, it's not like talking to someone whose English is their first language. And I do commend that, because that must be difficult, because, you know, obviously my English is better than his, but like I cannot speak Chinese. So like, I mean, I have to commend someone having a kind of a complicated discussion. And it wasn't an argument. It was a, here's what my problem is, here's what you can do to improve. And he was giving some explanations, which I kind of countered with him. But it was fairly amicable. But my point was, all you had to do was ship the DX19 and none of this would have happened. HK called you up? Yep, they did. I'd be saving the number every time my order gets delayed. That would be a smart thing to do. Cease and desist. Insane one with the popcorn. Chris K. Coming in late, but having seen the previous vid, quickly flicking through, I get the idea of the story. Yep. The hot time bling. Could you do me a courtesy and not assassinate my wholesale reader? Yeah, this won't make a bit of difference, man. Well, you know what? I hope he watched the video and reads the message and maybe even sees this live stream and listens to the things I told him in person, because I didn't shy away from it. It was, and I was respectful as well. There was no raised voices. I was speaking to him the same way I'm speaking to you now. TX Focus, you keep it real. They can't handle real talk. It's probably really bad for business for them. Bet they're losing a lot of money the last month or so. I don't know. I don't really, yeah. Are you still going to buy from Toys Wonderland after this gets resolved? Interesting now. I'll answer this by saying this. Number one, I will never have any sort of an agreement or partnership with them. Number two, I will never recommend you buy from them or endorse them or anything like that. And number three, I still have pre-orders with them. So I want to see how they go and see, does he stay true to his word and manage my orders and get them out to me quickly? Because, you know, that's what he said he'd do. I still don't think it's like, you know, it's not fair that I get that treatment. But I mean, I'm sharing it here, which I'm not going to go, no, don't ship out that order to me that I paid for. I paid for it. But it's still a bit unfair that if that happens, that I get it and other people don't. They're going to send little bits of TX19 in the mail. That is hilarious. Yeah. Well, look, you know, if there's any funny business, I'll just get onto the chargeback credit card company. But I in fairness to the man, I don't think there's going to be an issue. I do think he's going to sort out. The DX19 is shipped, and hopefully the remaining ones will be sorted as well when the time comes. Shane is now number 2 on getting his figs on time, only after JC. Who's JC? Who's JC? Are you talking? Do you mean Justin Kane? I think he's JK. I think. How did I get away with false advertisements? I'm not sure what to do. Oh, you're probably talking about the free shipping worldwide. Maybe it's a limited time offer or something like that. Shane, you should have asked for 50% stake in the company. That's funny. Justin would be involved at that point. I'm not sure. Philip is going to personally send you a DX19 without a box now. And it's unfortunate because, like, I have been on panels where I'm like, yeah, no, I still buy from them. And because sitting here right now in front of you, there's 12 figures I have that have all got at discounted figures that are quality. They're not all troopers or anything. Some of them are troopers, but not all. Battle Damage Mark 85. Had it on order from Sideshow. After delay, after delay, after delay. Cancelled, kept my NRD because it was delayed by more than 3 months. That's a $450 figure. Went over to Toys Wonderland and got it for $256. Shipping cost me about $70. So what did I save? $130? Yeah. Philip is going to spit on the DX19 head sculpt. Shane, a man of the people. Just no BS, man. Just straight to the point. Get them to send the custom cape. And no, all I want is what I paid for and what I deserve, and that's all I would be asking for. He's probably watching right now. Well, if he is, he can't be too offended because nothing that I've said in this stream I didn't say to him. And he has the messages, the same messages that I sent that I still have saved. So please don't say he banned you from what? Toys Wonderland? Thanks to Shane, I may get my orders dispatched in a timely manner to Saudi Arabia. He did mention they're working on improving their shipping, but I'll believe it when I see it. Preach. Yeah, sorry, I went off on one, but it was totally worth it. Basically, they're trying to bribe you. Imagine the frustration of the regular customer like me, and that's exactly what I said to them. They really don't like negative feedback, but hearing this makes them look even more bad. Yeah, I will not. Yeah, no, I won't be bought. Bless you, Shane, a true hero of the people. I'm definitely not a hero, but I do appreciate the sentiment of your message, Brandon. This is interesting. The Clone Collector, they have VIP customers who get figures ASAP and better service, not fair on the regular people. Yeah, that sounds exactly like it is. Sounds like he's not even giving you the option to decline their offer. That's hilarious. Marvelous reviews. They don't care about regular people. They want to silence anyone with a voice that may hurt their sales, like every company, basically. Yeah, okay. This is why I like watching your content, Focus. You keep it 100. I appreciate that. Thank you. You'd have to change your name to Shane. No. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. I had the same issues ages ago with the armor. Message back and forth with CS. Ridiculous, really. Took forever. Yeah. That's awesome, Shane. You deserve all the views. I appreciate that. I appreciate people watching. It is unfair. Everyone smashed the like. Thank you very much, Judy. You were 1,000% right on point. The fight in Irish. I do appreciate that. Fix the false advertising too. Yeah. Look, I just told him. Super chat from Jonathan King. Thank you very much, Jonathan King. And I know this is not the first time you've super chatted. I really do appreciate it. Again, I know I've said this a few times. This will be the last time I say it on the stream. since I got monetized was on August 1st. The first super chat I got was on August 1st by Brandon Salad. Brandon. And all of the revenue from the channel, every single last bit of ad revenue from the 1st of August to the 31st of December, New Year's Eve of this year, would be gathered up once YouTube take their 40% cut and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be donated to Temple Street Children's Hospital. It's our national children's hospital in Dublin here and Ireland. That sucked to hear. I have pre-order stuff from them. Let's see how it goes. You're paying DHL and FedEx prices. You should be getting your items within those. Listen, with the price that they charge, if I ordered something today with the price they charge for DHL, I should get it last month. It should be Back to the Future type stuff. On a positive note, that DX, yeah, it's right here. It's just amazing. Like, because I wanted one for the Batpod and one for the pair with the in-art Joker. With great prices must come great customer service. I knew you were doing this. And shipping speeds and tracking numbers. Just do better. Yeah. So I thought you're going through the Spider-Man quote. There's definitely hope for them to get things right if they keep listening to people's issues. But you're right, they shouldn't just be YouTubers. Yeah, I think if they could offer those deals and improve the shipping, the customer service, and the phantom tracking thing, you know, it might not be too late to change, but reputation, you know, or go under and reform under a different name. That could happen as well. You never know. Totally just smashed the like button. I appreciate that. The whole look into their inner workings of Toys Wonderland, how they do things, and this journey you went on is fascinating. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, look, I like, if you look at my content, like, it's either reaction videos to teaser photos, to release photos, to announcement photos, or like the figure focus, the posing videos. I need to do more of them, obviously, like, or even like, I've only done one review, but like more will be coming. Obviously the live streams for visions where interview others, collectors, or like things like this. We go live and just talk about how passionate we are about collecting. That's what it's all about. And then the photography, obviously, like that is the, you know, it's all collecting related. But I just felt that this story, because this wasn't me just going on, oh look, someone wrote a letter to someone else, I'm going to use this as a stick. I don't have a vendetta against Justin or anything like that. I've never met the guy. I actually been following him for a long time. You don't get to 550,000 subscribers without putting him to work. And I really like the production values of his videos. But I don't have a vendetta against Toys Wonderland either. I just think that they can do better. They're definitely not perfect. But like, look, Cider and Hot Water as well. Be very careful who you buy from. Do your own research, folks. It's like, yeah, that's it. Really enjoying the transparency focus. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. I personally think they add the shipping cost, their profit margins, so they can give those cheaper prices. Possibly. Maybe DHL is doing it for $40 and they're adding on an extra 30. Something like that. DHL needs to pick up that DX19 without the plane landing. That's funny. I like that. Martin G, was that a Dark Knight reference? Because I toyed with the idea of using a thumbnail, Hong Kong heist, because the thumbnail for this is not actually the DX19. It's the quarter scale, but I just like the backpack on it. The DX19 doesn't come with the backpack, but the Hong Kong heist scene in The Dark Knight is one of my favorite parts of one of my favorite movies. Frank's Models. I'm getting out of this hobby. I'll stick to Gunpla and model kits. Sideshow ripping me off for tax money, and China just not stable enough. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Mike. I presume, is it the super chat funds thing? Or I like this story. This was a productive interaction with a reseller, I think. Hopefully, like, and again, like I you know, it'd be so easy for me to go on and say, look what he said, whatever. He did take the time. Let's just like draw the line. He did take the time to phone me. He did try to explain some of the problems. He did ask me how could his company improve. And he didn't argue with me when I said I wouldn't take the video down. And he did ship the DX19, and he also did say he'll personally handle my orders in the future, although we'll see what happens. But on the flip side of that, he also only phoned me because he saw the video was going live, because I'm a content creator. The benefit that I get, which, you know, I'm happy enough that if he sticks to his guns and says he does personally handle my orders, that I'll get him faster. That's no good to the other collectors, like. And he did also ask me to not publish that video, but I was like, no, I'm going for it. Shane is so honest. I know he would do this with anyone that he had a bad experience with, not only T-dubs. Yeah, I would. I absolutely would. But I mean, like, I don't know. I can't see that happening. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone sending about. I've yet to meet someone who's had a bad experience with toys buying agent. And also, I've only limited experience with Lion Rock Toys, but my contact there is all very helpful. He always messages me back, and he's always very polite and helpful. And my experience is going to be different with them than someone else, because, you know, they're giving me figures slightly cheaper because I review them, but that's a fair deal. I have to put time and effort into making the review, although I do really enjoy it. And I would probably do some sort of a video with the figure anyway. But they get the benefit of the advertising. I can appreciate your cool, calm demeanor, and I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. It's also because it's kind of late here and I'm kind of tired. But no, I do appreciate that. Dan Dude, this is definitely not your first super chat. I've noticed you super chat a few more times. I missed the stream. We'll check back for the recording. Keep her lit. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Appreciate that super chat. 1-6 photographer. Their pre-ordering shipping time used to be great when they got popular during the pandemic, but since it's got slower and slower, especially in stock items. Yeah, he did mention that. He said, like, you know, we've only a small amount of people and we've a big volume. And I said, well, you're the boss. It's your job to employ more people. So I don't really have any sympathy for that. I don't think that's a reason. That's more like an excuse. Watching live from Switzerland. Congrats on addressing the subject. You're not the only one, and obviously they're worried. Thank you for being honest. The whole community needs some honesty. Yeah. I wasn't going to do the video because I just don't like making videos on this type of stuff. But I thought, because it was my own personal experience and I wasn't just like, I don't know, jumping on a memo or something, I felt that I was entitled to express it, considering I gave them multiple chance to fix the problem first. I've ordered from them before and I didn't find their customer service was bad. Their automated system for customer service was easy. They even cancelled an order for me without issue. Because yeah, it's good to hear. Yeah, it's good to hear flip side. I definitely had good experience with them. I'll tell you a good experience, which you probably heard before, but I think one of my first orders with them, I ordered a few things in the one order. One of the things was the Daft Toys Bane kit. It's the one you need the Feist M35 body. You have to buy that separately, but it's just a kit, the regular Bane kit with the jacket and mask, and it comes with like the head sculpt and the hands and the legs, and you know, it's like combat pants and the big coat and the vest and all that stuff. It's very nice, but they said they'd lost it. I got a shipping number, then they said they'd lost it. They said they'd cancel the order, so they refunded me, and I was like, all right, you refunded me. I said, but then it sold out, and I was like, I can't get that again. Like, so I said, you will give you a 20% off coupon. And I was like, yeah, but that's fine. Like, you know, you refunded me because you had to. You give me 20% off coupon because you're keeping me, you're trying to keep me, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you're kind of keeping me sweet or something. I said, but I still can't get that piece anymore, because at the time it was extremely limited. It was gone. So they shipped me a Remnant Trooper for free. It's I keep pointing back, but my Remnant Trooper's downstairs. But thought that was decent. Thought that was really decent. I think maybe did they forget they refunded me or something? Acid for Blood. Let's see if anything changes. Not holding my breath. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I do think he did ship the DX19 for me, but again, it comes back to my argument. Yeah, just come back to my argument that it's grand him shipping the DX19, but that doesn't help anyone else. Justin has the best hand gestures in the business. Must keep an eye out for him. Yeah, it was. I never had a problem with them, but I'm also already baseline sort of sketched out when it comes to resellers. Yeah, it's going to take time. I was talking about not taking offers as a content creator and treating yourself like one of us that would never get that call. Real show of integrity, respect. Thank you, I appreciate that. I really love Justin's videos and his streams at Lael, Rob, and Iron Logan. Yeah, and they're all bang on, guys. I do like watching them streams as well. Yeah, well, sorry, I've never met Rob. I've never met Justin. So like I don't know them. But Iron Logan is 100%. Lots of time for John Iron Logan. He tells it like it is. And Lael, yeah, obviously I have lots of time for Lael as well. Stream together regularly. It's one of the first. It was the first stream that I went on. I don't know Rob and don't know Justin, but I do like watching that stream. I've been using Toys Buying Agent, or Tim Cent, as he's known since early 2011. He's been in the game a long time. Yeah, I've ordered off him. I have a sculpted in-art Joker on order with them, and the DX19 here. So yeah, he was brilliant. Yeah, really good. Hands down the best HK seller. I think in the league, he's probably top of the league. Yeah. Part 5. Well, part 5 is they ship DX19. Philip flies to Ireland. I have a certain particular set of skills. Yeah, I will find you. Man, what? I think that's it, folks. I think we're done. Just want to double check just in case anyone is looking to get in. Now, guys, I'm done for, man. I need to get up early in the morning. I'm gonna have a very busy day at work tomorrow, so just look, in conclusion, yeah, I'm pretty much done with this issue now. I'm glad I made a video. I'm glad I spoke to the man. I did give him constructive criticism in 3 different ways. 1 via the Instagram message, 2 via the actual video, 3 being the phone call. I just said it straight to him. I hope he takes it on board. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, so look, massive thank you to everyone in the chat. If you want to support the channel, like the video, stream, subscribe to the channel if you're not already done so. And I do have one final ask. If you're a member of a Facebook group, or a Facebook group that does allow posts, maybe share the stream or share the video. If they allow it, I would ask for the permission of the group first. If not, that's perfectly okay. Or maybe even share it on your Instagram story with the link. That would be really appreciated. Because I do think people need to watch the video and watch this. This is as honest as I can possibly be. Yeah. So I would appreciate if people actually share it on their Instagram stories, if you don't mind, and include the link to the video I put up last night and the link to this. You can tag me in it as well if you want. That would be a great way of just helping it. Yeah, and look, yeah, and I really do hope he takes it on board and makes the company better. But that's it. Guys, I really appreciate you, and massive thanks out to Jonathan King. And so I missed it. The other super chat was Dan Dude. Really appreciate that. Like I said, it's going to a good cause in January, and that's it, folks. Yeah, see you in the next one, and good luck.